afternoon. Hey guys, it is Ryan for this Elite Pigeon Auction. What's going on? I was going to be on an hour earlier, but I just was having such a good time. We were talking pigeons, looking at pigeons, and talking about pigeons and looking at pigeons, and then we didn't do any of that. We were talking about cake and pie and beer and whiskey, and then we talked a little bit more about pigeons, and then I said, oh shit, it's time for us to go to work. And that's where we are now. But you guys now are here with us, so just you're going to join the party. A lot of cake and pie going on. And Dirk knows his pies and his cakes. Chocolate cake was fantastic, but still think the pie is a bit better. Guys, you know who I am. You know why we're here. But if you don't know why, I'm going to post up the adverts. Tonight closing, I believe it's 9 o'clock Belgium time. In North America, you'll figure out that time. It's Eastern Standard Time, New York time. That's 6 hours behind or 5 hours behind. Figure it out. Look at the auction site. You take a look. Bosman and Leekens, the power couple. This pair is superb. This might be the nicest match pair of the season. Both of them are built the way God intended thoroughbred racing pigeons to be. The eye sign, the bodies, the feather, but then the pedigrees. And then you look at the family tree and you go down that tree and go down and you look and it's just wins, it's wins, it's wins, it's wins. And I'm going to tell you something. If you're in a boat and you fall out, you 99% of the time will hit water. That's what I believe in this match pair. I have such a good feeling. If I could buy a pair of pigeons, this pair would be the pair. And I've got them up here. I am now going to rotate my camera. And there is the man. And the camera's a little smudgy on this way. Let me clean it up. It happens. This is live cameraing, eh? This isn't recorded. Recorded is for make-believe people. We like to corner our breeders into the corner. And there he is. There's Dirk Leekens. Say hello, Dirk.
The old guy. Man.
The old guy. He is. How old are you now? Are you 85 or 90?
Almost. I'm one of the brothers Jansen.
You were almost tall enough, eh?
Yes.
That's Dirk Leekens, and here is Mark Bosman.
Hello.
Look at how excited he is, eh? We're looking at the cakes and the pies. If you guys have questions for these two gentlemen, don't be shy. Hopefully the internet gods work. It looks like it is working. You guys have the birds out today?
Yes, but the weather is not good.
The weather is not good?
It's too much wind.
Cold.
A lot of wind.
Cold.
Even a bit of drizzle. Not a pigeon day, eh?
You know, this real Belgian weather, spring weather. We have that always in March and April. You can have 4 seasons in 1 week here in Belgium. You know?
Yeah, well, we see that this week. We're here on Wednesday.
It was very nice weather, almost 20 degrees.
Yeah.
Yesterday it was hail and storm, and today it's a little bit better, but it's going to be, I hope, better at the end of the week because the races are going to start.
We have a question. Wow, we're already getting into the questions. So we're just going to put you guys right on the spot. Michael Peevler from the United States says, how long have you guys been partners?
Since we started 2012 breeding and we racing started 2013. Yeah. So 11 years.
11 years. No fights? No? You guys?
But only on the grass that we go sometimes.
Yeah.
He's a karate kid.
Yeah.
He's into karate, I know.
But he was also, so we practice all the time.
Well, I know Mark likes to shoot.
Yeah.
You should see, eh? You were gone the other day. It's so amazing how nice of a guy Mark was. He had right over there, guys. You see, right there. Yeah, right there. He had a picture of you. And he was shooting it with the paintball gun. Man, he just colored you right up. And no, you guys are a real good partnership. And a lot of people can't fly partners. Mm-hmm. Did you always have partners?
I had Jan Hermans as a partner. That was also a top partner. Therefore, there was Jos Tonné also. We were in a partnership with Jan Hermans together at that time. But normally they didn't interfere with the game, and I can. He's the manager from this loft. He has to do it every day. I put on. How do you say? I'm the head coach. I put on the lines. I say I think this is good and that's good, and then Mark says, yeah, maybe we should try this and that. So, but now in the beginning it was a little bit difficult. I always tell we were on the same radio, but he was on AM and I was on FM. So it didn't match completely. But after very quickly, we had the same thoughts, and even now when there's something we call and they said, okay, we want to try this or that, we do that. And it's okay like this. I think for the future pigeon sport, there will be more combinations, and maybe not with two, but with three or four, because it's going to be so expensive here, and it's so difficult to put a loft over here. The city, they don't like it. The neighbors don't like it. So you must look for a good place where there's another place to put a loft, and you must have your license. And then I think in the near future there will be more combinations like me and Mark. A lot of more for the future.
I will say, guys, if you guys want to see a perfect partnership, you look at these two gentlemen. They work very well. They communicate well. I can see it. I don't see an alpha. I see you guys are the same. And I think that's very good. We got some questions. Mark, let me ask you, though. I'm going to ask Mark. I'm going to just take you off the hot seat. Mark, how you like flying with Dirk?
Yes, it's very nice. We have a good partnership. And we call every day 3-4 times a day. And I tell him what we have to do. He can follow on the computer when the birds come inside. And he can follow the training every day. And it's perfect. Yeah.
And you guys work well. We have a question from Brian Mansker from the United States. Brian, I'm going to tell you something. You want to get this match pair? It's a home run pair. Brian, you're always asking me for special pigeons. You want something special. This I guarantee you. If anyone is not happy with this pair of pigeons, I will double your money on the pair, no problem. That's what I think of this pair. You haven't handled them in a few weeks, and you handled them today. You were very excited. I can see it in you. But Brian Mansker asks, do you ever take eggs off of other top fanciers? No.
Why should I take eggs from other top fanciers? If we want to buy a bird, we will buy a child from his top bird and bring in. Or only the direct good ones I want to buy, but it's unpayable. You cannot almost not buy any top birds anymore. We just bought a complete loft last year, and the complete loft with the youngsters, the widowhood cocks, the widowhood hens, the breeders, all there were about 60. We took them all. So we have the tree, and we have the, how do you say,
the tree. You bought the whole tree.
The whole tree.
Christmas.
Yeah. Everything. Now, presents and everything, and the balls, everything inside.
Okay, now just so people understand this, you have your own family of pigeons. And last year you go out and you buy a complete loft, a gentleman's whole family. What makes you do this? Why did you do this?
Because he stopped that guy, and he has to stop because he cannot compete anymore in this province. And he said, "Oh, then I stop." But he was very top racer. And I said to Mark, "Come, we have a look. We go and have a look for these birds. Maybe through our agent we can send them to China." But when we were checking those birds, I said, "We don't send them to China. We keep them for ourselves."
They were that nice.
They were that nice and complete, and from a good fancier, and not so many birds, 50. So I think we kept 20 pairs, about 20 pairs we have. The other ones are gone, or we use for a pumper or something like that. But 40 pairs, the best pairs, we coupled together in the same in their family. We coupled them. We don't cross them with our birds.
So you kept them straight. You paired them to them. Okay.
Yes, and now we see this year we're going to test them how far they can go. We bought them as a loft, a speed loft, but it's not speed because the background is also Roger Engelen, Walter Griet, some very good lofts. Willy Steenaerts, they race also fantastic on the 500-kilometer races.
So the loft that you purchase, you buy the entire loft. The gentleman is flying more speed races.
Yes, speed races.
And it's very impressive, the results. Yeah. The family is nice. The quality of the pigeons is nice. Everything that you're looking for. But you see inside the pedigrees, you see there's a little more pigeon there than what is being used. So you're going to bring these birds in, you keep them straight, and you start to play with them.
We're going to raise them till 600 kilometers as a young bird, and then they will. They must let's see that they can do that. You can understand that they can win also. Then, if we have 100% satisfied with these birds this year, then we will cross them next year to our birds.
So if they show you a good young bird season,
then we do that.
Then you will bring them into your family.
Yeah.
Now, what is success? One or two good pigeons, or you want to see multiple good through that 20?
Of course, I must see something in that lines. Not one bird. We have 60 youngsters out of these 20 pairs.
So what? Okay, yeah. So that's the number. You have 60 out of them.
Yeah.
What's the number in your mind that's going to say to you, these are good pigeons out of the 60?
If we have 60 from that line, those family, and 60 from our family, and in our family we have 5 good ones. There must also be 5 good ones between them.
So it has to match.
Yeah.
Match up good.
Match up the same. There must be also sometimes in front of our birds. If they're always after our birds, I won't keep them.
So you want them to be even or better?
Better.
Okay.
Not every week, eh?
No,
even,
but
they must make a first prize.
Yeah, be right there.
Yeah.
So you're not saying these aren't good. These aren't. No, you want to see consistency. Yeah. And guys, this is why we're here. Again, this auction is running. You have one shot at this. This is a match pair from Bosman and Leekens. Heather in Idaho asks, what advice would you give person still learning about pigeons on breeding or racing or feeding, ideas to improve? I mean, that's such an overall big question. What's
Look on YouTube, our video, 1 hour and 10 minutes. We discussed the whole system. So she can learn from those videos you make.
Yeah.
Not only from ours, but also from the other.
Yeah.
There you can see the information.
And what we say is when we interview breeders, go and look at the fine points. Sometimes it's not watching the video. Watch the video, okay. Then go back and watch it again. Then go back and watch it again. And slowly dissect the videos. And you'll learn stuff. I mean, the best thing is, and I think the number one thing is, you got to start with race. You got to start with good pigeons. Like when you're going to bring pigeons in, you want to bring the best in that you can. You don't bring in second-grade pigeons.
No, we don't do that.
Doesn't work.
No, doesn't work. It's not so easy, but if you buy some birds, buy children from the good ones. Buy birds that are from good families. Try as we do. We always do direct children from the good ones, not a brother or a sister, but try to go for beginner. Try to buy a round of eggs from a small champion loft. Buy all these eggs, not buy 2 pairs or 3 pairs. Try to take them all. You said there are 24 couples. Try to buy all these eggs, 24, and select them, and try. And that's a cheap way to get from the best. And eggs. It's not so expensive for starters. That's the best way to start.
Stravia asks, and I think I spelled his name. I said his name right. What have been your best results? I'll zoom in on here, but I mean, again, best results.
Those are the 5 best results. 5 national winners. Here are a few, and there is a few. You can see it's still not. It's still here. There's another one. There's another one in the bag. So we have 5 like this, and these are the best. Against thousands, the KBDB races.
Against thousands.
10,000,
and
15,000, and that's what we like the most.
And again, I got to get you to send me a couple of your videos over for tonight's show, the wrap up of the auction, about you in China. I think what's so great is your pigeons can go to a whole new world with different pigeon flyers and dominate. When big money's on the backs of those pigeons, they get to the top. 500-kilometer races, four times 500-kilometer races with very, very young pigeons from you. winning 1.6 million. Straight your blood. Both of your blood. I mean, it is together.
Yeah.
This is incredible. How are your pigeons able to do this?
Yeah, selected on these distances. And we make a lot of work for coupling and pairing up these birds and be sure that the lines are get together, good together. And they are tested and raced on these 500-kilometer races. So at the end, you're going to create for yourself a bird that races from 100 to 700 kilometer. Don't ask me to send birds to Barcelona or to 1,000 kilometer because we lose them for sure. They cannot do.
No, and I think what is so beautiful about pigeon racing here in Belgium is it's different than anywhere in the world. We talked today, and what I like is people that don't blow smoke. I ask you, honestly, what's your favorite days? You say 12, 1300, the speeds. You say 4 to 700 is real nice for you. You don't say 700 flying 1,000, the wind in the nose, completely a graveyard race. This is not going to be your day. But you have your speeds that your birds hit. Guys, this is honest pigeon men. You can't find this anywhere. I hear lots of people all over, my birds can win anything, win it. No, these guys know what the pigeons can win, and you specialize in this. Now we have a question. Okay, this is I'm giving this one to Mark. Brian Mansker says, "Boy, you really gave this one to Mark. Mark, what would a round of eggs cost from you guys? What would a whole round of eggs cost?"
Oh, we don't buy eggs.
Don't sell.
You don't sell eggs.
We don't sell. Sorry, we don't sell eggs.
They don't sell eggs.
No, we don't do that.
Because we only do that on the widowhoods just to start the season. We gave them an old hen, like you see. We give them really old hens sometimes, and these round of eggs we have, from the breeders we breed ourselves. We sell not so many birds in a year, so we sell them with a ring. We sell them selected and with a good pedigree. If we select birds for sale, we start with 70, 80 in aviary, and we keep 50 for sale. The rest is we don't do. I cannot tell. We kill them. That's not a nice word to say, but okay, we make soup of them. That's better to say. But we select them very hard. But with eggs, yesterday there was a guy, Mark said, you can come and get some eggs. You get them for free.
Yeah, it was a young venture. You started with sport.
Yeah, you're helping out the young guys. It's okay.
But not selling, we don't.
No, and I will say, I think first impressions mean a lot. And I asked you guys, can we do something small? And you said, I would like to, I have to look. And then I didn't hear back. Then you messaged me back and you said, yes, I have a pair. They were hand selected. Okay. And sometimes you show up, maybe I haven't handled your pigeons ever. And you say, okay, what am I going to get? What are we going to have to offer? And I was so happy when you pulled the pair out of the basket. It was like, wow. My first impression was, these two gentlemen are 100% serious. You see the trophies? They don't have all trophies up. They have the most important ones. They're focused. These pigeons are a 10 out of 10. The coupling, the match, everything. And I don't know how many people do this. And I think this is what you say when selecting the eggs. It's not about the eggs. You want to select what's going out. You want to make sure people have this feeling. It's good, isn't it?
If we take out a pair for sale, I ask Mark all the time, Mark, if you want to buy this pair, will you buy that pair for yourself?
Yes.
And if he said no, why should we sell that pair? These birds are hand selected, and they are nice enough to be in our breeding loft. And if they're not nice enough to be in our breeding loft, then we don't sell them. What can you do with those birds? If a customer buys these birds and they come after 3 weeks, they arrived after a long trip, and then the basket with the birds is over there, and they take out of the birds, and they see two they don't like. They are really disappointed.
And let me ask you, you know it. You have one time to make a first impression.
Mm-hmm.
In my opinion, the first time I met you, Dirk, I met you at the Van Roby's. I think we went for dinner.
Mm-hmm.
I sat beside you and we were eating, and I had a good feeling. I said, "This is a pigeon man." I see you doing the auctions. I see how you handle the pigeons, and I do more research, more research. Everything, every time I had a first impression, it's perfect. This man is the same kind of guy. I come over here. I could say next week I come over, just not pigeons. Have an afternoon. It's.
Drink Omer.
We prefer Duvel, but hey, it is what it is. No, but it's the quality that you guys are putting out there, and uh,
We are pigeon fanciers. We like to talk. We live. We breed pigeons. How can I tell you?
now here's a question: do you like? You guys are national champions. You know how to race pigeons. Do you prefer breeding or racing?
Both. I like the breeding, and in the winter time, I look up to 26th of November when we are pairing up. But before that, a month before, we are already checking the birds, look how we put them together, and making the plans and everything to put them together. 26th of November, then they pair them up and breed youngsters. That's a nice time. But now it's almost finished. Breeding season is almost finished. We're just breeding now to yeah, for the third round, and then it's finished. And now we start racing. That's now a half year. From 1st of April till the end of September. Now we have 6 months of racing. So we have normally a complete year to.
Now you guys being partners, my question, because you guys were different and you come together. Were your systems for breeding pairing up different?
Yes, ask him.
What
It's a question for him.
You had pigeons over here.
Well, not for breeding.
No, you breed also pigeons.
Yeah. For me, is my favorite is racing and training. Huh?
So he loves racing more.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I start in the morning with let him out and then train him, and he is more the breeder. Huh?
Yeah, but breeders are also here in my place and here, so we divide them now.
Yeah, you divide them up,
Yeah.
and you really like breeding. Are there any tips for breeding that people miss? Okay, can I look at eye sign? Is eye sign going to tell me it's a breeder?
I like a good eye, I like a good colored eye, but I really look into the lines. Like I told you before already, I think, and the video. I like to pair up, let's say, 6 brothers from one family against 6 sisters from another family. Match pairs. So keep those lines together and try to look for that better bird. If you do that for one pair, you cannot find. You must be very lucky to find that out. But if you breed from two lines, two complete lines together, then you know after the season this is work and this is not work. So that's the nice thing about breeding, to look for those lines and to look after the season what's good and what's not good.
Okay, now you went to the loft and you bought the whole loft out of the gentleman. Your first impression was you seen the results; they were good. So that's what brought you to the loft. You go to the pigeons. Now, when you're handling the pigeons, some pigeons are big, maybe some pigeons are deep, some pigeons are open vented, maybe not balanced the best. Um, my question is, if you don't like the feeling of the pigeons, but the results are good, does that change your thought about what you want to do? If you want to take them, if you want to just sell them, or is it a type in the hand? Are you looking for that type?
When we were there and we checked them one by one and they all looked the same. There was no rubbish between them.
So we have a whole family.
They feel the way God made.
Yeah, they were all the same.
And you've handled it.
They are a little bit bigger than our birds, and then the hands are also a little bit bigger. So it's a different, but
Construction. Yeah.
they were
They were one piece.
One by one, they were good. We just take out a few ones they are too old or they are not, maybe not 10, but that was only 10%. If you only have to take 10% out of the group, and we keep them as a bumper there, and you can still see them. They are still looking nice. They are real nice. But okay, that's my thing. We cannot put them all in the breeding loft. That's too much. So we put only the 20 best.
You picked the ones that were really good. And another question: when you're selecting, how quickly when you go to an event, you see pigeons. Do you first just look and what catches your eye? And when someone places the pigeon into your hand, how quickly can you tell? Yes.
Yeah, I take them out and I feel it and I put them back if it's not good. In 3 seconds, first opinion, always for me the best. First opinion.
First opinion.
First look, you feel it? No. Yes, no. Yes.
Now, here's another question. If you're buying pigeons, now, the people today, they're going to buy this matched pair. I could be lying, you could be lying, and we all could be lying. We've handled these pigeons. They are built properly. 100%. We know the people will be happy with them. I know it. But my question is, when you buy a pigeon online or whatever, do you want to go and handle it, or do you make sure you always handle, or
normally I want to handle it, but we bought some good pigeons online in the auctions. One is the mother of First National Guiret, the one is the father from the Olympiade bird. I didn't see those birds, but I trust a little bit the guys who are doing the selling. That was I can tell it easily that it wasn't the Herbots side. Herbots, perfect. They give them a rate, they give them a number, and you can see how they give them a number, and you can trust on that because I believe those people. Because if you don't believe them, then after 1 year it's finished. But and that side, and then I look at the family, and I look at the pedigree, and I look at the results, and then they were fantastic. And so we bought those birds on the internet without seeing them, but I was never disappointed in one bird. We didn't buy so much, maybe 4 or 5, but they were all good and they were all nice. So that's when you are coming in. You are the guy who going to sell these birds. I'm not going to. I give you the birds to sell these birds, and you are the judge. You must say, okay, I like this very much. If you don't like it, I don't think you're going to sell these birds. If you have 2 ugly birds in your hands, you will not say that, oh, that's the match pair. I said, I'm not interested in you to sell your birds. That I think you should tell your customer that.
And this is what we say. And when you ask the breeders, you ask for their best, and they have to give their best. And I can tell in this matched pair, again today, you didn't see them in 10 days. Let me ask you, this matched pair from Bosman and Leekens, they're pretty good flyers. There's the trophies that show it. The matched pair today, would you buy the pair?
We will buy it. Of course, because they are selected by our hands ourselves, and they are in a good condition.
If you would like, I've had a lot of pie, a lot of cake. I've had beer and whiskey. If you want to buy them for me as a gift, I love them. It's a super pair, and I could see the enjoyment in both of you when we brought them out. And I think that is priceless, that people can't see. And it's a testament to the quality that you're putting out. And I think this is why you've sold pigeons around the world and people getting the results, because it's the fine detail.
You know, Ryan, if I tell you that in the States we have maybe sold 10 birds in our whole life, but that I know, that I know of. Maybe some other sold to the States, buy them from us, and then I don't know. But we only sell a few birds to the States. So when the first time you came here, normally we didn't have anything for sale. I said, okay, we will do that, and we will do, because you asked only for one match pair. I said, okay, we will try to do that, but we have to look between our breeders to find that match pair. So then I called you and said, okay, you can have one pair. But I wanted to be sure as well that they are nice enough.
And I will say something. Oh, yeah, watch the window. They're hot to go. I will say something too. In the looking of the pedigree, the pedigrees of these pigeons, they're out of super pigeons. I want to people, if you have questions, put them in. There is a couple questions, but they're just thumbs ups, and that's okay. I wanted to take this comment off, and I wanted to show the match pair here. I'm going to first show the match pair. This pair, you buy them as a couple. The cock is super.
It's good shape, eh?
He's super shaped. Hey guys, you guys are very lucky because Dirk is one of the best auctioneers that I've ever seen in any auction. Sorry, Dirk, I'm putting you on the spot here. Here's the cock. They're up.
Was aan het jagen?
Ja.
Wat is aan het jagen?
Go get them, Mark. Here's the cockbird for your match pair, and I'm gonna let.
Yeah, it's a nice one. It's the son of Seth Ford, National Ace Pigeon KVDB. A lot of first prizes. It was raised by Mens, Lieven Mens, and his father. And it was a guy from our club, and we bought this National Ace Pigeon from Lieven. Good background, very good pedigree, but very solid bird, very to bring in to our families. And of course, it's sold last year also to China with a group of old birds. But that's a perfect cock, medium sized, not too big. See, good muscles.
Look underneath, beautiful.
Beautiful. Everything is there. You know, the black one, I like. It's a lot of black in the tail. But it's a very, you see, it's a calm bird. It lays in your hand. It's no problem. It's not like this. I don't like. It's very nice closed here. One body.
It's like a steel bar, not a large pigeon at all.
Nice eye as well. But you can see that in the micro
in the photo. Again, now you handle this pigeon. He's not large.
No, it doesn't have to be large.
But this pigeon totally feels sporty.
Yeah, sport. That's what we're trying. To breed as a sport pigeon. It's okay. You have also bigger birds, and they are very good on the speed, short distance. But these are more the birds. The father was a KVDB speed bird, but the background is also middle distance, 500, 600 kilometer from these birds.
And you see, guys, it's just it's a proper pigeon. And the feathers are super quality, the eye sign, the control. And I will tell you, this pigeon in the loft, he's super aggressive. And I like this. Do you like aggressive pigeons?
You're aggressive, okay, but they cannot go in the other cells and kill the other ones, and then they are finished for me.
So
territory. They have to pick the territory, and that's theirs, and then it's finished. But if you see the other ones we bought last year, they also fight on the ground, but they never go in a cell and ruin the eggs from somebody else. So, but they want to be boss. It's good, if they are bossy.
And guys, there is the cock in the match pair. You see Dirk handling it. I'm going to post the photo up.
I take the hen as well now.
Yeah, I grab her. It's okay. Oh, you gonna grab her?
Yeah, and then we can show it.
And you see, Mark, you're holding the cock. What do you think of him?
It's the grizzle one, I think.
What do you think, Mark?
Yeah, it's a nice bird. Very good quality of feathers. Very nice body muscles. Very beautiful eye.
Belgian flag color.
Yeah.
Belgian flag color, yeah.
Black, red, and white, and yellow.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's the eye.
That's how they call it here, right?
The Belgian flag color.
Yeah.
See, I learned something now today.
You learned something.
Now, hey.
This is not Belgian flag, but this is very dark color. See the color of that eye?
And guys, we're looking at the hen here, and I'll post up her photo here in a moment.
Nice wing.
And I like that. You see that?
One flight. One white flight.
One white flight, but I like that little grunt, that little, hey, hello. Again, quality. She's a little more muscles than he is, maybe.
Stays like this. very calm, but see also.
Guys, look at this, eh? The muscles.
Very nice closed, completely closed. Very hard. Medium size. Clever look. Very good eye, colored eye. Very pigmented.
Would I buy this pair? 100%. And you know, it's so funny. You're going to get a little treat here. A treat will show up here in a moment. I think it's a super couple.
Yeah. Okay, this is 23 one.
This is the mother.
Take this one.
Here is the mother, folks.
The mother.
Oh,
Yeah.
I almost fell off the chair, eh?
That's the mother. Okay, that's the grizzled mother, but look how old she is.
Turn a little more.
2011.
2011.
You don't believe it then when you handle her, right?
She feels like a 2-year-old.
Yeah, like the daughter, right?
Absolutely perfect. And I asked you, and it's so funny. This pigeon you have here, you didn't send it to China.
No, because it's too old.
Too old.
It's from 11, and the ones from 13 on higher they went, but they were already too old. But the mother from that pioneer ace pigeon, she was also from 14. She was already 9 years old, and she gave that youngster who won in the pioneer race the ace pigeon. But this is she's from 11, and she still has 2 good eggs. She wasn't coupled against the widow woodcock, so with eggs, she's still laying eggs.
But what's so incredible about this hen is you have her right now paired to the racecocks. Motivation. And I seen her the other day. You pointed her out to me, and we didn't handle her. And we said today, hey, can I bring her on? When you put her in my hands,
I didn't know she was feel so fantastic.
I'll tell you. Would you sell her for 10,000?
I will sell it to you because probably when they leave from the loft, then it's most of the time
it goes down.
It's finished.
But just to feel this quality, and again, guys, when you look at underneath, look at
it's still full, huh?
Yeah, full.
It's the same body, and then she's 13 years old.
She's 13. Yeah. It's unbelievable.
If I give somebody that hand, but okay, the old grizzle look was 17 and he still produced. He was 17 years old, and he still had that year. I took out of him. It was 2013. I had about 24 youngsters, I think, in 2013 from that old look. Every egg was good. Also, that cock from we bought, from the birds we bought.
Oh,
yeah, that's your beer. I know that.
Don't
He's
drink.
from 10. This one, and we bought that from last year. And this bird, every egg's full this year also. He never missed an egg. And look at that eye. Oh. But he's 14 years old, and he never missed it. He's even a year older than her.
Now,
but that proves that this
okay.
When there's a strong family, then it's okay.
A gentleman by the name of Nelson, he's asking this question.
Nelson Mandela.
Is this the guy?
Mandela.
I don't know.
Nelson Mandela, you don't know it.
Oh, no, come on. I'm trying to think here. Jeez. Okay, Nelson Mandela. He's not. Anyways, I'm gonna get this to you. I have a full brother of 10 ace pigeon in Agave 2021, and he are also half brother to 11 ace pigeon 2023. Ask him if I can pair him with a granddaughter to Black Mamba, Olympic triple, and great granddaughter Lucky Luke.
Mm-hmm.
This is, I don't know if you know him, but Nelson's asking that question.
I don't know it. I don't know Nelson, but of course you can do that.
You can do whatever you wish.
Yeah. Why not? You must try it.
But the quality in this match pair is second to none.
It's good.
It's super good. I'll post the eyes of the pair here. We can sit down now. It's okay. I want
to take it out of this one.
Or you can leave it in. I'll take it home.
No, it's a partner from one of.
Oh yeah, Jesus, sorry. We couldn't get another partner in time. I will also post, guys, the photo here of Lucky Luke. Here we go. There's the photo there. So this cock bred to 17.
17 years old. He was, I think, 19 years old, 20 years old when he died. It was he was more than 20 years old when he died. It was 3 years he was in the box with a hen. And they can also these hens. We never kill birds like that from those old breeding birds. Like Black Mama also, she don't lay eggs anymore. She's also from 11. We keep them as a partner for young widowhood cocks. They are very calm. They know the system. It's very easy. I explained it in the video on YouTube. It's very easy to pair them up.
But I think you make sense. I think if you take a human and you're a young guy, you're 20, and you go out with a 17 or 18, 19-year-old, 20-year-old woman, it's a different sort of woman. But if you're a 20-year-old man, you going out with a 30-year-old woman, worldly experienced. They're a little different thought. And I love how you guys do this. And I'm going to tell you something. I think that hen is the way she is also because you have her to these young cocks. It's motivation. She feels good. Very, very smart pigeon knowledge. How did you get so smart? How did you learn so much about pigeons?
That is experience. I have already more than 50 years my member card. But all the family, my father, my uncles, they were all pigeon fanciers. We grew up between the pigeons. And then you hear those people telling this and telling that. And when I was younger, I was always looking for these old pigeon fanciers. I go and visit them, and when you're a young guy, you can do everything in the pigeon sport. When you're 12 years old, they like that. They like to tell you everything. And I still remember a lot of things from the early days, and it's still working. You see that we give what we feed to the birds, kale. My grandfather told me that, Dirk, you have to give in the winter you have to give the kale to the birds because they don't have that green from summer and those vitamins. That's something we do already more than 50 years. My father did it, my grandfather did it, so that's something stupid, but it's okay.
Nelson, I need you to put your last name up. I'm going to put the camera here on the birds coming in so you guys can see. I'm going to let Dirk read the screen here just for a moment because if Dirk reads it, maybe he's going to click in here. So this is the first comment.
I have the full brother of the 10-ace pigeon Algarve.
Okay.
Yes. And that's one from England, I think. Also, I have half brother to the 11th place Algarve 23. That was from Robert. Ask him if I pair him with the granddaughter to Black Mama. Yes, you can do that.
Yes, you can do this.
Yes, you can.
And you see this?
10 days, 20. Yeah, I know. That's from Robert Puck. It's an English guy, and I think Nelson is a friend of him, and he bought that in the auction.
What auction?
I think from the Algarve.
From the Algarve.
He won last year. That was a very hard race. There were no pigeons returned.
Yeah, that was the graveyard race.
He won the 11th in the final, or 10th or the 11th, and he won the ace pigeon as well in 21. So Robert put all these birds inside that he has from our birds, from those grizzles, and from Olympic triple. And he put them in. He's an Olympic. How do you say? One loft racer.
One loft racer. Now this is a question, and getting to one loft racing because as you see in the world, Belgium and Holland, this pigeon racing village land. This is where it's going to be. But in the whole world, it's all one loft racing. How are your pigeons, Mark's and yours? How are they going to do in the world of one loft racing?
I don't know. Till now, the results are very good. We listen in China. That's also one loft racing. They do the Pioneer Club, but that's one team, one club, and they do also 4 times in a row 500 kilometers. She was ace pigeon. In Malta, we have national winners. They race over the sea, so that's completely different. In Spain, they do very well. In Portugal, Robert did very well. I think there are a few winners. I saw some golden medals, photos from birds in one loft races. So in other lofts they do well. Why shouldn't they do well in one loft races? But that's a special thing, one loft race. Okay,
do you like it? Come on.
This year we're going to put in some in one of it because we're going to holiday and then we have something to look at Saturday. We're going to Spain to a small one loft race, and we're going to put those birds inside just to go on Saturday to go have a drink and eat and have some fun with the fanciers, and then we go back to the hotel. Then it's holiday for us. But no, normally we don't do that. We don't do that. Just we have 20 national races here. Why should we go outside, breed birds to put in one loft races? It must be stupid, eh? If you have 20 national races in Belgium, you can test them here. Why should you go?
And again, you're testing against the very best.
Yeah, it's a special game here in Belgium. It's very nice. KBDB races are very nice, with thousands of birds. It's a dream to compete here in Belgium. Also, Holland, they are dreaming to get together with Belgium, but okay, they do not allow it. But it's a national race. They don't have it over there. They just have those provincial NPO races. But here they have those nice. Mike, daar hangt die vast.
Ja, blijft niet hangen. Normaal slaat het heel los.
Oh, no, I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
It's okay. It's lost, Mike.
No,
Yeah.
but this is a different world of racing, and people around the world you don't understand. But if you were to fly one-off races, this is my thought. If I want to start flying one-off races in the America, I know it's 500-kilometer races, 500 to 600 kilometers. I know these birds can fly with the wind behind them, and I know they can fly a good strong day. A little bit of wind on the nose, these birds are going to do it. I know where I would go to get pigeons for one-off racing. You don't specialize in it. You don't have the title of this, but your wins, your trophies, your provincial wins, the amount of people that win with your pigeons, this is a home run for one-off racing, guys. It's super quality controlled, and they only want results. And I believe that these pigeons here, I would say to you, if you said to me, hey, Ryan, I'm going to go play one-off races, should I go out and buy one-off birds? I'm gonna laugh at you and say no. The one-off birds are all right in this yard because you have pigeons that can win at a national level.
Sometimes they say you need for one-off races, you need one-off birds, but that's not true. I see also in Pattaya different races from Holland. They put directly that Koopman, Hoijmans. They also win. Here from Belgium, Tom van Gaben, when they put their youngsters in Pattaya, they also win. Why? Because they also are here the best in Belgium. Why shouldn't they? Why should that quality not compete against the other one?
Continue. Hey, let me ask you. You're a hardworking man in Belgium. I think if you go to America, you'll be the same hardworking man.
That's the same. But okay, it's for a lot of people, it's the future, the one-off races. And I don't take away their games, and I don't take away if they like to breed and go to all the one. I know there people, they only breed youngsters for going to the one-off races. They don't raise themselves, so they have to look at the results from the one-off races and breed from those results. You put the breeding pairs together. Of course, they have nothing else to, but we test those birds here. If the father is a national winner and the mother is a national winner, I'm not afraid to chip youngsters to one-off race, but we don't do that because we need that ourselves. We need those birds to compete here, and as long as I live, I will do these races.
Yeah, you will do it, and you don't mind sending to a race where you're going for a vacation to support it and have a good time. Guys, these are real pigeon men. They have the results, they have the family, and they have the family of pigeons that win for other people. I'm going to tell you, this match pair, Nelson, if you're watching, this is a gift from Dirk. Go and buy the match pair. You're paying in Canadian dollars. Have fun with them. You're not going to be disappointed. If anyone is disappointed, please, I'll give you your money back and some, because these pigeons, you really selected. You and Mark took your time, and I appreciate that you didn't just say, hey, these are pigeons. Yeah, sure, I'll give you pigeons, but they weren't of your quality. You kept the level, as you do here at your place, to the highest level.
They can go easy with these birds to one-off races. They can go for normal races, one-off races. It's no problem. I know 10 years ago, I think, Millie's loft, it's the most famous loft in England in the one-off races.
Yeah.
His foundation hen is coming from us directly. Yeah? Also, the red dandy from Harry Hoijmans, Harry Hoijmans, I call him, Jan Hoijmans. Inside, there's the Lucky Lady. It's a daughter from Lucky Luke. It's coming from Peter Fox. He bought it in my auction in 2012. Those are still Millie's loft. All these lofts in England, they do one loft races. You see often these birds coming back. So I think it's not a problem or to race in the club or to race in the one loft. Races are races. And pigeons are pigeons, and some are stupid and some are clever. But at the end, you only have, like Willem the Bird said, you only have two kind of birds: good ones and bad ones, and all the rest is bullshit. He said, and it's true. He's right, the guy. He's really right.
No, and I will say, you auction off, you handle, you see a lot of pigeons. I'll say, this is one of the lots that I've been to. In my opinion, I've been a lot of places. This is in the top 1%. These pigeons at this loft, they're at another level.
I hope so. I hope we can keep it that way.
Like I say, hey, if my father's watching, go on and buy a pair. I take this pair here. You will be so happy. You will be like a kid in a no. But you had it today when you seen those pigeons.
Yeah, they were very nice. They were 10 days not here anymore, and I see them. But I didn't see them anymore this winter because
we select them in November.
But they are very nice. So I cannot say more. Okay, this is a good pair. If the only thing I can say, if the hen is no laying eggs, you receive another one from same quality, and if the cock don't fill the eggs, you kill them and you receive another one from the same quality. More I cannot say.
No.
Are they going to give good ones? I don't know.
No.
They're going to give you beautiful ones because they handle nice, and those are two nice birds. And if they become like the father or the mother, they will be nice. They will, and once you will have success with them. If they are in a good loft with a good fancier, they will have success.
Hey guys, and I will say this: if you come to Belgium or you come to Holland when there are the Dooi for the Golden 10 auction, this is the man who does the auctioning. He's handled, I would say, probably thousands of pigeons.
I think so, yes.
Yeah, thousands and thousands.
Already 30 years of auctioneer, so
the pigeon, you have great pigeon fingers. And I think the way you got those fingers, and people say, well, how do you get pigeon fingers?
You cannot learn that.
You have to feel them, learn it, feel it, remember it, feel it, feel it, feel it, feel it. You always handle pigeons. And I like today, I say to Dirk, sometimes I can watch somebody handle a pigeon, and I see, and you agreed, you can see the qualities in someone else's hands. Guys, this is a real a pigeon whisperer, a guy that has the fingers and the feeling and the knowledge. So when I say you're getting a match pair, we can never guarantee you're going to get superstars. But this pair on paper, in feeling, in the history of the lines, it's okay.
It's real okay.
And that's all we could ask for. I think we're getting to the end of the auction season, and what a way to end. And I am going to say this as well. Dan Rigo, you introduced me to him, a nice young guy. Boy, he's got a loft that's incredible. I asked if I could come see him today. He has to go to an event, so he couldn't make it. For people, he doesn't talk himself up enough.
No, but he's real good. He's top in Limburg. Dan is a young guy. I know him already when he was 12 years old. He was going around like me that days with Pros Rosen, and he was all the time. He was at Pros Rosen's place, and he was the young boyfriend from Pros. No, but he learned a lot of things from old pigeon distance, but not the national races. He only did one national race last year, and I think he had 7 in the first 10 nationals, starting with 2 times 2.
Yeah, very good.
One national race.
Dirk, let me ask you, in all your years here, you met who knows how many superstar pigeon flyers. Mm-hmm. And I mean, you probably met, superstars. Mm-hmm. Who's your favorite?
From this moment?
No, in your life.
Yeah, I think I had a lot of good things to say about Jan Hermans. That was my mentor.
Okay.
And I think in my eyes, Jan will be number 1. The other one I also have a lot of respect for is Kees Peters. He
Okay.
always give me good advice, and also for the commercial reason was Kees, but Jan also not only on commercial reason. Jan was a library from pigeons. He knows everything. If you wanted to know a name or a pigeon, you just have to call him, and that was my backline. He always will help me and always say this and that, but not only on pigeons, also privately and as a friend. That's my how do you say, my favorite person in the pigeon sport. But he's dead. Sorry for that. He's always 2 years ago he died, and I was very upset,
Yes.
very sad for that loss. But that was I think in my eyes the number one.
The number one.
And under the living now, pigeon fanciers, I have a lot of respect also for his son, but also for Willem de Bruyne. That's if you start talking with Willem de Bruyne, it's unbelievable how he explains everything so easy. When you talk with him, that seems to be no problems, That to go down there and keep it simple and this and that, and that's also a library now. But yeah, for young people, there are a lot of young champions coming up now. I want to tell you that in 5 years, if they are still there, you must judge somebody on the last 10 year of their career. How do you say? As pigeon fancy, the last 10 year, how did they race? Is it constantly? You can have one bad season between, but it has to go up again. And there are a few young fanciers. They are really good. They look at another way to the pigeon sport, and of course that's normal. That's in bicycling, that's in football. There's always something else. There's always something new. But these young guys, and they go for it, and that's what I like about pigeon fanciers. Racing against young guys, also racing against old guys, and come together in the club, and then you're all the same, eh? There's no level, eh? That's all the same, eh?
Yeah,
Nobody.
it
That's
makes
a
sense.
round table, eh?
Yeah.
Nobody special, eh? Everybody on the table is the same, eh?
I couldn't, and it's really maybe the only time that young and old
They are together.
compete.
Yeah, and they eat together and drink together and go to everything together, and that's what I like about pigeon sport, and especially now in these days. And they say, okay, the pigeon sport's going down. I don't believe that. It's not really going down. I asked that question to a lot of to 4 different fanciers 2 weeks ago, and in an evening they were doing the sort of podcast.
Yes.
And I asked that question, what do you think? Now you guys are 40 years old, I'm 64. When you're 64, will there still be pigeon sport? And they were all positive. And they all say there's still going to be pigeon sport.
I think it's just getting concentrate.
Yeah, it will be like I
No.
told you, more combination.
Yes.
They will group together and they will go to one loft races, but they also will group together. Here maybe 10 lofts in the province, 10 from Limburg, 10 in Antwerp, maybe 100 lofts in Belgium, and they will make big races. I did something like that.
Well, what I can say to you before we wrap up is I'm going to end with this question. Were there better pigeon flyers 40 years ago or today?
They were good pigeon flyers. Jan Gronlaas, for instance, he was super. And Karel Schellens, those were, and Louis Deleuze and Huiskes van Riel, those were famous names, not because they were super. They were really super flyers. Karel Meulemans, all these old names, they were all, now, okay, these people are dead. But if you remember Jan in this province, Jan Gronlaas, he was phenomenal. He was super. That I look up to these people. And when I was 20, 30 years old, I looked up to young Gronlaas. He was, when he put, and he didn't go with 50 birds to the race. No, he go with one basket of 16 or 20 max widowhood cocks on widowhood. Pam, 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 pam. 500 kilometers, but also farther away. And they were doing so well. But now we have another sort of, it's changed a lot already, the pigeon sport. It's not so easy anymore, because everybody has a good system, everybody has good food, everybody tries to buy good birds. But where's the difference? The last 10% to 100, and that's the difference. The 90 they all have, but then it goes up, then it's difficult.
Guys, you hear it from Bosman and Leekens. That's Dirk. Look, he's happy. Hey, look at him. Yeah. It's time for Duvel now.
He called the pigeons in, so
no, it's okay.
you cannot.
No, it's fine. I want to thank you guys for giving me your very best. I want to encourage the buyers. You're gonna love this. You're gonna love this pair. You guys did awesome. You guys will do awesome again. History will repeat itself. Guys, take a look at the championships. Reminder, these bids close this evening. This is the match pair. Feathers Elite Pigeon Auctions. You're on our page. Take a look. This is the pair that God intended to be put together. The good luck now is with you. These guys are lucky.
It's Palm Sunday, yeah?
It's Palm Sunday. Wait, everyone around the Duvels. Anyways, you know what? Duvels again.
The devil.
It is the devil.
Devil on Palm Sunday.
What a great interview. You see, this is when you get to the right spot, you find the gold that comes down the mountain. You don't even have to dig in deep. You just grab the soil and you take a look. Look, there's gold. You guys found it. That was Dirk. That was Mark. That was Mark. That was Dirk. And hey, you know me. You love it, don't you? We bring you only the best. Feathers Elite Pigeon Auctions. Thanks for flying with me. And hey, guys, it's okay. Take the bib. Wipe the drool off. Thanks for flying with me. Bye for now.